Hello everyone, it's time for our Farm and Ranch News. Senator Steve Daines will co-host Montana Energy 2016, taking place in Billings on March 29th through the 31st. The event will serve as the largest venue to discuss the state's energy potential. And the senator stopped by the Northern Ag Network studios today to discuss energy and agricultural legislation.
We're very fortunate as Montanans. We really do have a made in Montana, all the above energy portfolio. And it's so important for agriculture, of course, to think about what it costs to keep those pumps running all summer. And having low cost, affordable, reliable energy is essential. And unfortunately, we've got a bunch of bureaucrats back in DC coming out of the EPA that propose regulations that would kill a good chunk of Montana's energy portfolio, starting with coal. You know, over 50% of our electricity comes from coal. And coal produces good, high-paying jobs, low-cost energy, and $140 million a year in tax revenues for schools and teacher infrastructure. So this week is going to be kind of these family conversations in Montana. I think we have 600 people there with speakers from all over the nation and Montana talking about the future of Montana energy and looking at the threats we're seeing coming actually from Washington, D.C. and these regulators.
Senator Daines was also disappointed in the failure of the U.S. Senate to come to a compromise on Senator Pat Roberts' voluntary GMO labeling law.
It was a smart compromise that really allowed for voluntary labeling, but we need sound science, not political science, to really dictate this debate. And we start looking at, for example, our sugar beet producers out in eastern Montana. You look at the sugar that comes out from sugar beets, whether it's a GMO sugar beet or not, it's the same exact sugar. And so let's let science dictate this conversation. I'm just concerned that you just got a lot of almost emotional rhetoric driving this debate instead of the sound science. Of course we want to protect the food supply. We're always going to do that. And that is why this bill, I think, was a good common sense compromise that didn't put mandates in place which would hit the pocketbooks of our producers as well as the consumers here in Montana across the country. So this fight's not over. I was disappointed we couldn't get that bill through here the last couple weeks in the Senate.
And the Montana Energy Conference will be held at the Radisson Convention Center, formerly known as the Holiday Inn Grand, March 29th through the 31st in Billings. Don't go away. We'll have more news right after this message.